People that are playing out here have been playing their entire lives and love the game just as much as I do.
I love playing senior softball. It's a good way to get exercise, meet people, have some fun. I play every chance I get, 3 or 4 times a week.
I want to win, but I don't want to be so serious that I can't laugh and aggravate people and enjoy myself.
You don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing, and I'm not ready to grow old yet, so.
It's indescribable to say, I just did something that I never thought I'd do again as long as I live.
And once you play, you want to keep on playing as long as you can.
There's aspects of it that doesn't change. I still get nervous and still like all those things, but it's amazing that you know what to do, but your body doesn't do it. I mean, your arm, you can't throw like you did, and the batting it's just all a little bit different. Still fun.
When we were practicing, I pitched the ball and the guy hit a line drive past me, and in my mind I went, yeah, I got it. And the ball just went right by and went, where's my arm? And it comes along later. It's just really interesting.
I'm really big on the benefits of getting out playing softball, unless it's just a direct problem to you physically. I think it'll help you make improvements and stay in better condition.
I was pretty sure weeks ago or years ago that I would never run again. So I went to the first practice, and then I joined this team. We had our first game, and I told our coach, I said, I can't run. And he said, you will. You will.
Being aware of that, all you got to do is slow down.
What do you mean? It's an incredible concept that he'll say, you'll run again, and you start doing it, and the next thing you know, you're running.
I wasn't playing for maybe 10 years in my late 50s, and I found out that I couldn't run, I could only hobble instead of running, and I decided to start practicing with the softball players and try to improve. Well, I did improve, and maybe 6 months I was running well, and I don't run as well today as I did then, but I'm 7 or 8 years older now. But I did get myself back in shape so that I can run the bases and field the ball, and I feel a lot better about my physical condition now than 6, 8 years ago.
I probably don't run as well as I did 20 or 25 years ago, but as it turns out, everyone else has aged right along with me. I think what it is, it's all relative. And so it appears that I'm moving a little bit quicker than maybe I really am. It's all like sleight of hand. It's just sleight of feet.
Yeah, we hadn't played for 20 years, and it shows. We played through our teenage years and then up through the industrial leagues, and but this is our first year in the 16 above. So, yeah, we're new to this.
No, I started as soon as my baseball career was over after high school. I played a lot when I was just out of college, played in college, intramurals in college, and then played a little bit and took a lot of time off and got back at it when I was 50, so on and off the last 10 years.
This team has always been a seniors team, yes, 60 or older. We've played, me and many others here have played church leagues and other leagues before this, but the Cherokee team, I don't know of it ever being lesser than a 60-plus team.
My nickname is Fuzzy. I used to have a lot of hair. A long time ago before it all fell out. I started playing softball after I got out of the Army, played baseball until then, and then the baseball leagues were shot in Knox County when I came back, and so I went playing softball.
Well, the whole time I worked at Norfolk Southern Railway, and I just retired this year. So I had 35 years there, plus I pastored a church, so I was bivocational. And that was one of the main reasons I gave it up. That just I didn't have the time. And now I find myself with some extra time. I just don't have the body. He still gets around pretty good.
No, I don't.
I just enjoy playing. It's just something I've done most of my life, and I enjoy playing if I've got people that I enjoy being around.
For a lot of years, I knew that there had never been a time in my life where I had more fellowship and friendship than in the dugout playing softball in all the leagues I played in for 3 decades.
That's one of the things I like to try to emphasize on our team is that we're a group out here to enjoy our time, recreational wise, and we need to emphasize the friend and fellowship part of the sport, while at the same time concentrating and playing ball, because this is competitive softball.
It is true. I tell just about anyone that I ask to come out here, because I've recruited a few people to play ball here also, that I played with 20 or 25 years ago, and I keep telling them, once you get there, you're going to see people that you played with or people that you played against. You're going to see familiar faces, because the people that I ask to come here are people that have it in their blood.
Yeah, I'm playing with some people now that I've played with since late 60s, early 70s, and some that I only played 10 years and 15 and 20 years with, and some I'm just now playing most of the game with.
When we showed up, I thought this is going to be like old men playing checkers on the porch. And I found out, to my surprise, that when the game starts, the competition is intense.
It's more about having fun, but it is, people want to win. It's more fun when you win, no matter, if you're going to keep score, you want to win.
I mean, how many people go back to an old house where they were kids, and you walk around your old house that you haven't seen for 40 years and say, oh, there's the mantle where we had our Christmas wreath, and oh, I remember these stairs, I forgot all about it. And when I was out on the baseball field, I was stoked, because I hadn't played for 20, 25 years. And that is like an experience I've never had before.
I stopped for about 4 or 5 years, and I started back about 3 or 4 years ago.
I've played off and on most of my adult life, but when I was raising the kids, not much. And then afterwards, I went back and played 3 or 4 years, and I spent 10 years in the Navy, and we didn't play. Although I did play softball in the Navy, but I wasn't too good compared to some of them.
I just feel tired after the game, then the next day or sometimes the day after is when I usually get sore, since like playing here, we only play 1 day a week, and it's hard to keep from getting sore if you don't go out and do something.
First game I was a little bit sore, last game I wasn't too sore, so as long as I stretch a little bit. When I grew up, stretching wasn't thought of. You didn't stretch till you went out and played. Now I got to make sure I get good and stretched out before I go out there, and it does help. It does help.
But it seems like I pull a muscle whether I stretch or not, so I'll just give up stretching. It hurts, so so I don't do too much throwing, because my arm hurts when I throw. It hurts if I warm up, it hurts if I don't warm up, so I'm thinking, why should I warm up?
Most of the time, unless it's an injury, unless I get hit with the ball, that'll happen, or pull a muscle or something. But most of the time, it's about the same level as always. We play on Monday nights, so Tuesdays I feel great. Wednesday morning, that's when the soreness generally will hit. But no, I can't. At this point in my life, I can't tell that much difference. Maybe I'm injured a little bit more often, that keeps me out of the game a little bit more than it used to. But as far as just soreness, muscle soreness, no, I can't tell him to.
I went to the first practice, of course, and I felt absolutely horrible. When I ran, it was painful. When I swung the bat, it was painful. We practiced for a couple of hours, and at some points during the practice, I started to say, I feel really, really great.
I did fall down last Saturday. We were doing a scrimmage game, and unfortunately, I play the same, whether it's a real game or it's a scrimmage game, sort of all out all the time. And so it was a little bit wet. I hit what I knew was a double. So I was headed to second base. When I touched first base, I don't know if the base was wet. I know the ground was wet. I know I hit the ground hard, sort of like if you've ever seen anyone barefoot skiing and they catch a toe and they go down like that. That's how I went down. And so when I got up, I knew I was hurt. I didn't know what, and didn't find out until I played then again. 2 days later, we played out here on a Monday night, and about the fifth inning, in frustration, I threw the ball in from the outfield sidearm, and I pulled that bone again. And sure enough, yes, I went to the doctor the next day, had it x-rayed, and I have a crack through it now. So that slowed me down. I'm not playing tonight.
We have a fine team that I'm trying to assess and get players in the right positions to play our best defense, and batters in the right position to play our best offense.
My goal as far as this game goes is to not go past my ability to play. Now, and I hope I'm sane enough to know, or maybe humble enough to know when to give it up. So I may never be that humble.
That is the greatest feeling in the world, to be there with those teammates of yours. And honestly, I never thought I'd experience that again in my life. Should I look like I'm looking at an interviewer?
Just look at me.
Okay.
Like right here.
Okay. You ready?